Hi, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Charlotte.
And we run a bridal boutique in South West London called Ellie and Charlotte. Now we're going to tell you how to make a wedding veil. Now the first thing that you need to decide is what length of veil you want. Whether you want it as long as the train of your dress or whether you want a short one. The next thing you need to work out is if you want 1 or 2 tiers. This has got 2 tiers, this veil here, or a 1 tier is just simply without that, just 1 long tier. And then you need to go and source the tulle that you want to use. Whether you want to use a synthetic tulle like this, which is man-made but actually still has a really good quality, which is less expensive than a silk tulle. Or if you want to be more extravagant and buy a silk tulle, but you will probably be spending approximately £90 a metre on a silk tulle. And then once you've worked that out, you need to get yourself a comb.
You need the comb to attach the veil to. Now, it obviously doesn't have to be a plain plastic one. It can be the accessory you're going to be using in your hair as well.
You need to kind of weigh up the pros and cons, and also the hassle of making a veil and trimming it at the end as well. This has just got a really small overlocking trim. So if you've got an overlocker, that's perfect, or you can just leave it plain. But really, to make a veil is quite expensive and a lot of work. So we would probably, well, we always suggest to our brides to actually just buy one, because realistically you're only going to be using it for about 2 hours on your wedding day. So for the ceremony and then coming out the church and the pictures, then you take it off for your wedding breakfast.
But if you did want to make your own, because you've either got some family, tool that's passed down but the veil's a bit damaged, you can also lace it in a trim, which you can get from most haberdasheries. You could get a nice sort of lacy trim which you could hand sew on, just to give it a little bit more detail, because a lot of people pass their veils down. But the most important thing is making sure it's quite neat up by the comb. So by doing that, you need to fold it over, you'll need to sew through to concertina it up, do some smocking so that it's like actually about this wide, but it will be shrunken down to about this wide, just to get the effect, so that you get that cascading veil effect. And that's how you make your own wedding veil.